Thank you very much for having me today. I started my career at the pharmaceutical company, and I I now work at the KIRIN as the head of health science. We've been working on research on LC plasma and so on. Teramoto-san, can you introduce yourself? Yes. Hello, my name is Teramoto. I am the director of Fanco Research Institute. I've been working at Fanco since 1995, and ever since then I've been making research on food supplements. And also I have been involved with marketing. And also establishing the functional food development. Well, so over the 30 years of experience, I think that I'm a veteran. I am an experienced one. And because of that, I have been invited as a member of the Consumer Affairs Agency study group on foods for specified health uses. Thank you. Nishizaki-sensei? Yes. Hello, my name is Dr. Nishizaki. I am the professor at the Tokai University. I immediately after graduating from Tokai University Medical Faculty, medical school, I started working at the Keio University Hospital. I also worked at the UCLA Research Fellow. I focusing on basic research. I came back to Tokai University, and since then, I've been practicing. I've been working in clinical practice for digestive medicine, internal medicine for digestive organs, and in parallel, at one of the other Tokai universities, I launched anti-aging medical examination system or team at one of the hospitals. And since 2018, I have been the other head of the Tokai University Hospital in Tokyo, and also during the COVID, I was the head of this Tokyo Tokyo Hospital of Tokai University, and we were one of the main hospitals to treat patients with the COVID. So that was quite hectic. Before that, and in 2013 or so, I also was involved with the EMUSE, using the LC plasma. So it was a joint work with the KIRIN. I also have featured in. Well, I also focusing on preventive medicine, anti-aging medicine, gastroenterology, and hepatology. Great, thank you. Okay, all right. Today we would like to talk a bit about the current landscape of anti-aging research. There may be some people who have the non-scientific, thoughts and beliefs about anti-aging, but today we would like to hear from a professional, the scientist, who is at the forefront of anti-aging research. Dr. Nishizaki, would you share with us what is new? What is going on recently? Sure. Yes. Okay, I think that anti-aging research is really a hot topic, and this aging actually comes to everyone. It's irreversible, and everyone has to, go through with it. But we also have found out that although it is something irreversible, but we can also cope with it. I think that that is something that we are finding out recently. To your right, you see this diagram. This tells you the 14 hallmarks of aging, and already we have found some evidence for these 14 hallmarks, and they are quite trustworthy. reliable. And it's like reverse aging by 10 years. If you find something for that, you get a $100 million prize. It's like, I mean, it's really just a catchphrase, but this is more like a global, or it's actually a competition by the X Prize Foundation. Wow. So it seems that there are so many things moving or so many things happening for anti-aging research. At Funko, then you, Teramoto-san, would you tell us what Funko has been doing for this? Yes, sure. Yes, we also have been keen on anti-aging research. And out of 14 hallmarks, we focused on cellular senescence. And we have found out one material or one plant called Agremonia pilosa. We have been making some research on this, and see, I mean, we have understood that there are many factors for aging, and over the course of our research, we found out this plant, Agremonia pilosa. It was a great surprise, and it was by coincidence this discovery. One of our researchers found out that there was something going on in Agremonia pilosa, this researcher tried to do some conduct experiments one after another, and he found out that there is a function for Agremonia pilosa to eliminate or to slow down the aging of the cells. Sounds like serendipity, doesn't it? And see, I'm sure that you always look at different, maybe thousands of materials or plants and ingredients, right? And having found that, how did it feel? Yes. Well, this is a plant, Agremonia pilosa, commonly known in Japan as Kinmizuhiki. It's a plant, and it's edible, and also it's been used as a herbal medicine. So it's not something totally new, but what surprised us was that this Agremonia pilosa has an element or ingredient called agrimol, which seems to be to be able to remove or slow down the senescent cells. And we did of course did a trial, and we looked at vitality and vigor and also fatigue in these subjects or in these people, and we found out that those who were taking agrimol or Agremonia pilosa had a higher level of vitality and vigor and less level of fatigue. That's great that you had this evidence. Working with the people who are professional in this area, I know that when people haven't taken it as a food ingredient, it is more likely that they can easily keep taking it. Yes. Well, this is the data about vitality, vigor, and fatigue, and we also thought that we should deep dive into what could happen in the senescent cells. Unfortunately, there is no way or no measure methodology to count the senescent cells. So we had to develop this methodology in order to count how many senescent cells the people have. So that was quite a challenge. And we also try to find out how many is, depending on the number of cell counts, how vital or how energetic people could be.
As for establishing the evaluation method, really is the core part. This is really the foundation of the research, because without that, we were not really able to start. But then it is very difficult to create that. I'm sure there were a lot of difficulty as a researcher, and something that you created when no other people have. And I think this is a great, great result. But on the other hand, on the KIRIN side, as the element for anti-aging, also the research related to focusing on the koji, which is malt. Yes, that's really great, because there is the medicine and food all together. Food and health is something that we inseparable, especially any food that you eat on a day-to-day basis. As you consume at the same time, you are able to maintain the health, which is really great. Japan is known as the longevity country, which is actually being maintained for a very long time. The secret of keeping healthy is all kind of hidden in many different kinds of food. So I think this is great. And for people who are doing the research in the anti-aging, the malt research is being tackled by the Kyoto University people, but I think the fermented food, which through the bacteria in the stomach as well as through the brain, it has a very positive effect throughout the body. So this is something that very much excited, and also I am very much expecting the positive result. Now, the fermentations is something that KIRIN has been involved for a long time. Yes, beauty and health. Funko, who has been doing, as well as the building the science related to the malt, and I think we have been able to really generate the positive result. So maybe one was out of, I think as a group to be able to collaborate for research is really wonderful. Now, koji, the malt, has a wonderful feature, and we call it 14-DHE, and confirm that's efficiency in anti-inflammatory effect. So this addresses the chronic inflammation hallmark of the aging. So of course, we've confirmed its mechanical involvement inducing the regulatory T cell, and this ability to suppress the excessive immune response holds promise for the curbing the chronic inflammation, aligning with the hallmark and suggestion potential. What do you think, Professor Nishizaki? Well, the Kinmizu Hiki is targeting the old senescent cell, and malt offers a different approach by addressing the chronic fermentation. So this can really cover the wide range. The other day, the Professor Sakaguchi's research, which recently won the Nobel Prize, was precisely about the regulatory T cell. And it's really a timely topic because before it was called the suppressor T0. This is not really suppressing, but also this is really adjusting. So this has been really discovered, but the reaction of the immune is regulated, which is very, very important. For example, the canker is one, canker sore is one, but people call it moderator because that's my specialist area. Let's say the relationship with the constipation, the diarrhea. And if you were to give only to suppress the diarrhea, then of course you become constipation. But then if you were to do the other way around, the stopping the constipation, then you have a diarrhea. But then it's adjusting, moderating the situation within the cell. So this is really wonderful. And I do hope that this research would really evolve going forward. Thank you. So the the features of controlling the chronic disease has a very, very strong relationship to have a healthy skin. Yes. So has a very sort of close relationship when it comes to the redness or any spots, barriers. This has a very close relationship. As a matter of fact, as we proceed on the research, and also going back to the koji, as has been shown in the previous slide, any fermentation food that is including the malt could also have a benefit to the skin. Also, people who make sake has a beautiful hand. So the test product containing 14-DHE to verify its effect on the skin. As you can see, you are able to maintain the water element of the skin as well as the melanin. We are able to really confirm the positive result. As a matter of fact, for this, right after we have collaboration with the Funko, we have started doing that. So we have been able to confirm the effect of the skin. There is the almanase 1 element, meaning that the puffiness can be maintained. And also, when it comes to the yellow dullness, we also found out that it has the effect of improving that. And this is both inside and outside to be able to approach the healthy skin condition. So we are very much focusing on it. This is inner and outer beauty. So when it comes to the aging part, so as we are conducting the anti-aging doc or the physical checkup, the beauty part may not be a specialist. In the Tokai University Hospital in Tokyo, we have resumed the research on the aesthetics part. But in the anti-aging physical checkup, as we look at the health element of the body, as well as the looking at the gap between the actual age, we see the gap. And also we also look at the risk factor, how this person is aging. And skin issue is very, very important. So I think people have a high interest in skin. So the evidence is very important. And sometimes people look at the application, but I think based on the medicine and then have the efficacy, and at the same time to be able to penetrate into the market, it's something that we have to be able to do in Japan society. And I hope that you'll be able to work really hard on the anti-aging research. Thank you. Of course, based on the evidence. So you have a customer in front of you. Maybe Mr. Nishizaki have a specific way of looking at it, but then I would like to move on to the crosstalk session. The aging care that is expected from the customer. Dr. Nishizaki, how do you see it? Well, there are many, but as an example, people want to go backwards, or they want to look young. This is a great image, but I think maintaining the current status, meaning stopping the aging, that is also very important. Therefore, as we also look at the maintaining the current age, meaning stop aging, is also one idea that I would very much like to penetrate. And also has to be based on the scientific fact.
What about you, Hirata-san? Yes, when we had a workshop at the at Funko for Agremonia pilosa, well, it was surprising. I mean, for us to have such passion and such a energy and such big attention, I and given to the ceremonial plaza. And well, even I was a well, our finding was a also covered by mass media. And well, I was told that, oh, you were on TV, weren't you? And so everyone seemed to be very, very interested in that. It might have been a bit extreme, but I think that this was this really made us think, or made us understand what really was expected by the public, by the general public. And I think that everyone was hoping for it, but never thought it was possible. And I think for the researchers, it was something like we never thought that we could find something like this, but actually we did. Of course, there has to be a pile of evidence, a stock of evidence that we accumulate. And in order for researchers, for us to prove that now what was not possible now is possible, I need to have all our colleagues, I mean, to work on this, keep working on this, so that our research can go deeper, can go and broader. And we never make light of our principles and beliefs, and so the basic the fundamentals are important, and based on them, we want to make sure that our researchers can make even further depth of learning and finding. Great, thank you. If I may share with you my perspective and about what customers are asking for, it's about appearance and well, things that can improve their look. By improving how they look, I think that they can feel that they are more satisfied. They can feel more active. I think that this can bring a good element to a good cycle. Good appearance, good health, and higher activity, and this can be something that rooted in our life style. Of course, our research really is based on our principles and fundamentals. At KIRIN, we have more than 100 years of fundamental research in not only in the beverage industry, but also in all other industries. We are keen on anti-aging aspect, and we at KIRIN, together with our partners and together with our group companies, we're committed to bring or to discover something beneficial for our customers, and with KIRIN's R&D structure, and we were sure that we can achieve more together. Thank you very much.